Good morning, everyone. I am Connor Dooley, and I welcome you to this week's edition of Wilson Worldwide. Our first story this week is from North Carolina, as a 55-year-old man by the name of Prentice Robinson was murdered whilst live streaming himself on Facebook. The incident occurred as Prentice was leaving a police station after reporting one of his phones as stolen. The man was leaving the station, filming himself with another phone on a selfie stick when he was approached by a man, and the two exchanged words, until you hear Mr. Robinson say, "You're on live," and then 4 shots are heard. The shooter has been identified as Mr. Douglas Colson, who turned himself in last Monday after a warrant for his arrest was put out by the police. The shooting occurred around 10 o'clock a.m., and all local schools were placed on lockdown. Now for an interesting story about a self-driving car, we send you over to Cottrell Staton.
Hey guys, how would you feel if an Uber or taxi picked you up? Good, right? Now how about a driverless car? New technologies have been invented to make a highly proficient car, all capable of taking you to your destination. This car uses LiDAR technology that sends out 1 million laser beams per second to build up a full detailed picture of the world 360 degrees around it. It also uses radar to detect how far away an object is and speed. High definition cameras are used to see visual information like streetlights. It combines all of the information it takes in, and in a fraction of a second it knows where it is and everything around it. It also predicts everything the vehicle, person, animal might do next, up to 2 or 3 football fields away, and gets smarter every time it drives, planning the fastest and safest path ahead, watching everything around it. It makes you and everything around it also very safe. The inside of the car looks cool as well, showing you what it's looking at, what it sees. Now, thank you guys for watching this segment. Now back to desk with Connor.
Thank you for that story, Cottrell. Now over to Lexi with an update on a popular music festival.
Thanks, Connor. Hello, I'm Alexis Carlbaum with your arts and entertainment news. The organizers of Rolling Loud, a 3-day hip-hop festival, announced Wednesday that the event is returning to South Florida in May, bringing some of the music's biggest stars with it. But the event won't be coming back to downtown Miami. After holding their inaugural event and encore in Winewood and 2017's expanded festival at Bayfront Park, organizers are moving the festival to the grounds outside Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The festival announced the move and its 2018 lineup Wednesday on Twitter, naming J. Cole, Travis Scott, and Future as its headliners. The move represents our desire to create our own world, and Hard Rock provides us with that blank slate, said Terry Sheriff, co-founder of Rolling Loud. We have a nice big blank slate where we can build the stages the way we want. The bathrooms, vendors, sponsors, and just really provide the fans with the proper environment to throw this kind of event. Sheriff said the event is expanding this year to 3 stages, meaning more acts spread out over a larger area. He said there may also be a skate park, and with more room, fans should expect more interactive exhibits with show sponsors. He and his partners were trying to work out a deal with the public trust that governs Bayfront Park for a return show after Kendrick Lamar headlined 2017's festival, but indecision among the agency's board members and temporary vacancies at the top of the agency delayed a decision and forced organizers to seek elsewhere. A vote was scheduled for Friday on whether to allow the show's return, but organizers decided Wednesday to sign a contract to move the festival. The move doesn't say anything about Bayfront, said Sheriff. It was a great venue. That's all I have for you today, Wilson. I'm Alexis Carlbaum, and now we're going to take it back to the desk with Connor.
Thank you, Lexi. Now for a possibly world-altering story from Pakistan. For those unaware, conflict between India and Pakistan has been quite heated since February 22nd, where the two nations have been using both bullets and mortars against each other, killing thousands of soldiers and even civilians. The tensions flared to their highest, however, last week when Pakistan suffered a shelling from India right on their border. Both sides have been breaking the agreement to stay away from the border as of recently. Civilians and soldiers have been quoted as saying that there were also the sounds of bullets being fired as well as the mortars hitting from the shelling. Experts have been also quoted as thinking this could spark the beginning of a third world war, considering Pakistan's promises to take revenge on India. That is all for this story right now. So here for your final story is Ethan Asiatico with sports.
Good morning, Wilson. I'm Ethan Asiatico with Sports News. In the NBA matchup, we have the New Orleans Pelicans against the Phoenix Suns. Davis had an outstanding night as he had 53 points, 18 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Here's a few clips of Anthony Davis' performance.
more against T.J. Warren. Not huge, but still. Not like yesterday with Middleton. Mid-range, Anthony Davis. 8-point game. AD, well-timed. Rondo on the dime. On the probe, good look. Darius Miller. AD after it. And stays with the play. He'll go to the line. Good activity, good effort.
No, he's on a back-to-back, but
it'll be Jackson. And Rondo's got it. Each-one more. Anthony Davis on the line.
almost like he missed it on purpose. I mean, you know,
ball handlers on the perimeter and just have no answer for this guy right now. Anthony Davis giving his best Hulk impersonation.
yeah, that's the one thing I don't know if Anthony Davis should do. He is strong, don't get me wrong. He don't like the Hulk.
Now with OKC, we have Russell Westbrook hitting a game winner against the Sacramento Kings with 1 second left. The score was 107 to 107. He ended with 17 points, 12 assists, and collected 15 rebounds. He racked up a triple-double with the game winner.
Catching this ball. Grant on the floor with George. Anthony to inbound. Westbrook and Adams, the Thunder's 5. Carter will guard the inbound pass. Labissiere, Jackson, Randolph. And Hild on the floor. Westbrook for the win. Got it! Westbrook scores it to drive the dagger into Sacramento's heart.
The Houston Rockets are on a 13-game winning streak with James Harden averaging 30 points, 8 assists, and grabbing 5 rebounds per game this year. Chris Paul is averaging 19.5 points a game, dishing 9 assists per game and also 5 boards. They are first in the Western Conference with a record of 47 wins and 13 losses.
We're out of bounds and they were touching the ball that time, so a turnover.
Let's take a look. Allow me to have this dance. Down goes Johnson. Too much sauce.
The Boston Celtics have a record of 43 wins and 13 losses, and they are second in the Atlantic Division. Here's a few clips of their key plays throughout the season.
As an active teacher to Indiana's collection of young bigs, frequently working and talking with them during drills. McMillan told me
Collison, I said he dropped him. He kind of just stumbled. That's really not a drop. But once he dropped him, he goes Kyrie swerving through the lane. Oh, I got it.
Ojale, Kyrie, and Tatum. Oh, what a move. What a move.
Wednesday against Washington. We'll also talk about this guy, Kyrie Irving. From Los Angeles.
The foul on that play.
Kyrie spins, takes it in the paint, backing his way down, off the finger to the basket. Oh, Kyrie swerving, getting anywhere he wants on the floor. His video game like.
spectacular bucket, even by Kyrie Irving standards.
Between them.
Has to make Kyrie work on D. Bain shot misses and Tatum comes flying in and throws it down. The 19-year-old.
Knocked away. Booker is there. Booker lost it through his legs. Scooped up by Irving. Irving ahead. Extra feed. Oh, a special delivery. Brown to Tatum on a rack attack.
Tatum does. Gets the ball back. Spins on Booker. Takes it to the basket. Gets 2.
That is all for today's segment. My name is Ethan Asiatico, and now back to the desk with Connor.
Thank you very much, Ethan. That is all for Wilson Worldwide this week. As always, for Ethan Asiatico, Alexis Carbon, and Contrell Staton, I am Connor Dooley, and we will see you all next week.